Vitaly's alleged victim, Akash, has now come forward and broken down everything that happened that night. He says Vitaly falsely labeled him a claim that can instantly destroy someone's name, career, and future.
Wait, she never told me she was 16.
Oh, she did. Where's the Bluetooth speaker, honey?
Wait.
Where's the Bluetooth? Where's the Bluetooth speaker, honey?
Wait, no.
Honey bun. Honey bun. Honey bun. Bluetooth speaker. Honey bun.
Look
at the messages right here.
Wait, where did she? I swear to God, she never told me.
Wait, really?
According to Akash, that accusation was not only wrong, it was completely baseless. Police later cleared him, confirming there was no evidence to support what was broadcast on that live stream.
I can let your son explain what happened, but long story short, your son was at the wrong place at the wrong time. And we didn't know if he was a suspect in a case or not, so we took him to the station to conduct an investigation and interview, and we determined that he was not the right suspect we were looking for. So your son was perfectly compliant, he was cool with us, and he just happened to be wrong place, wrong time. And at the time of our investigation, we thought he was involved just because he happened to be where he was, which nowhere back, just and we thought that he might be our suspect. So we took him in for questioning, and obviously we determined that he's not our suspect and he is not arrested, he's not getting charged with anything or anything like that.
For anyone who missed it, here's the short version before diving deeper. Vitaly was running one of his so-called Predator Sting streams when he confronted Akash live online. The stream moved fast, emotions were high, and the accusations were loud. But once authorities looked into it, Akash was cleared. No charges, no case, nothing that backed up what viewers were told that night. Now, Akash is finally sharing his side.
I tried to talk to them. I tried to tell them, look, like, this wasn't me. I didn't do anything wrong. I wanted to show them all the texts and everything. I wanted to get to the bottom of this. And the woman started talking about a second Snapchat. And I was like, I only have one Snapchat. I don't have two Snapchats. And that's not me. You're talking to someone else. That's a completely different person. I didn't know if it was a completely different person. I don't know if she made up the Snapchat, if like this was something done by them on purpose. I had no idea.
And it shifts the entire tone of the story. He claims that during the stream, members of Vitaly's team exposed his personal information publicly. Viewers watched it happen in real time. On top of that, people on the stream were heard saying things like, "Go cancel this guy," and "inform his business," encouraging viewers to contact people connected to him.
They didn't mute the mic.
Oh, so they were filming you, basically saying, here's like my info.
Yes.
That's
and then
crazy.
They muted it
with the cross streets.
Yeah, like the moment when they muted it was when I was giving out the address. But before that, they
so they're filming the whole thing.
Yeah.
They never stopped recording.
Yeah, I mean, they knew I was gonna give my information because they heard the cop ask me what's all my information. They didn't mute the mic or anything like that. And then even then, like I said, I was saying my name, and they said, "Oh, like you made a mistake. Now everyone's gonna know who you are," or whatever. And then but even then after that, they called out my LinkedIn, my business. They told people to go cancel me and my business. And so before, during, and after this entire thing, they told people to go after my business.
That kind of push can wreck someone's livelihood within hours. Akash described feeling stunned and overwhelmed while being confronted on camera. He says his mind was racing, thinking about his family, his work, and how a label like that can stick even after being cleared.
I haven't gone out in public, really.
Yeah, I remember you even saying like you're worried about going to the airport.
Yeah. Just because we don't know what people are thinking, and we don't know what's going on. Who knows, right? And so this is like, we're all very private. This is, my first time in the spotlight, and it's something that I did not ask for.
Once something spreads online, it moves fast, and it's hard to pull back. Now the focus turns to whether Vitaly and his crew acted responsibly or chased views without doing proper checks first. Akash made a smart move by calling the police immediately and getting real law enforcement involved, instead of trying to argue on a live stream. He handed over his phone right away and made it clear he wanted everything properly documented.
You just thought we didn't have to do it on Snapchat, buddy.
Guess what?
No.
We read the right evidence. Guess what?
Hello.
Guess what?
Can you guys come to my location?
Yeah.
Can you guys come to my location right now? I am at
He has a 2 Snapchat.
You must have 2 Snapchats.
Making him a victim.
Yep. No, I 1000% agree with you. And we had talked to your son too. We're going to give him paperwork and documentation, along with our business card, the case number, because we're still going to do a report and document his innocence. And the rest of what you can do with that person and stuff would be civil stuff, lawsuits and stuff like that.
Okay.
So I can't really give legal advice when it comes to civil litigation. But if you wanted to pursue something like that, obviously that's your prerogative. But that would be something that you guys would have to independently.
I asked to look at the Snapchat and they wouldn't show me. And then right after that, I'm pretty sure is when I was like, okay, I need to call the cops immediately because I want all the evidence to be documented. I don't feel safe right now. And most importantly, all the evidence to exonerate me and clear my name fully because I'm fully innocent needs to be documented immediately.
Help is on the way, dear! Mrs. Doubtfire! Help is on the way!
Like waived my rights and I told them, look through my phone, look through everything. I have nothing to hide. I want to figure this out with you. At this point in time, everything was like a puzzle in my head where the pieces didn't fit.
That decision ended up protecting him in a big way. When he later showed parts of his police interview, you could see officers understood how serious the situation was and even expressed sympathy once they realized what he had been put through.
But yeah, I'm going to give your son every single piece of paperwork we have with case numbers, badge numbers and everything, so you guys can have all that information as well for your own.
Officer, we really appreciate that you timely came there and saved my son. Thank you so much, sir. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah, I genuinely, I feel bad. It's a shame this happened. So
these kinds of accusations can destroy a person's life overnight. Once someone is publicly labeled a predator, many viewers don't wait for updates or corrections. They see a clip, make up their minds, and move on. That label sticks in search results, in comment sections, and across social media. Akash explained how the situation has already affected his personal and professional life.
We hired security. Even though it's super expensive, we were just scared, really scared. Like, what's gonna happen? Is anyone gonna, they have my name, they have everything, my business. Are they gonna find out where I live? Are they gonna come? Like, one of the reasons why I wasn't leaving the house was because what if someone's waiting for me outside? I've never been in this position, I've never had the whole world spotlight on me. And like, who knows what people are gonna, think and do.
Even after being cleared, the damage doesn't just disappear. Another issue he raised is the unknown factor. You never know who was watching that stream or who fully believed the claims being pushed in the moment. Online audiences can include people who take things too far. When accusations like that spread fast, some individuals may feel justified acting on what they think they saw. That uncertainty alone creates real fear. Akash said he never wanted public attention and had never been involved in anything like this before. Being pushed into the spotlight under those circumstances was overwhelming. He also spoke about the emotional toll, especially when it comes to his family. He became visibly upset discussing how they had to watch everything unfold. They have been supportive, but that does not erase the stress of seeing someone you care about accused so publicly. At one point, he even hired private security. Given the seriousness of the allegations and how quickly outrage can spread online, that concern is understandable. When accusations reach that level, some people try to take matters into their own hands, and that possibility alone can change how someone feels about their own safety. Hearing Akash actually speak about everything in his own words hits differently. Reading headlines is one thing, but listening to someone describe what it felt like in real time makes it real. He said one of the hardest parts was not knowing whether people would believe him. When a clip spreads fast, viewers can jump straight to the worst conclusion without waiting for facts. Even if your family knows your character, there's still that moment of fear. Thankfully, his family, especially his dad, stood by him. You could even hear the weight in his father's voice during the police conversation.
My god sister is a top lawyer in California. I'm going to take it very serious, and I'm going to take this to all the level up. I'm not going to leave these guys.
Yeah, as you should. If I was a father, I would do the same thing. I genuinely, I feel bad for your son.
These are heavy allegations. For any family, hearing something like that tied to your name is shocking and painful. Akash also revealed that after the public apology, Vitaly never personally reached out to him. That stuck with him. From his perspective, it felt like there was no real accountability beyond what had to be said publicly. Meanwhile, he says he has been dealing with hate online. If you scroll through threads and posts about the incident, you can see people questioning him, saying things like, "I don't believe this guy," or "there had to be proof." That's the reality of viral accusations. Even when cleared, some doubt always lingers in certain corners of the internet. He then explained how the entire mix-up allegedly happened, and it paints a picture of serious carelessness.
This is the clear-cut mistake that they made. The decoy, who her job is to talk to as many guys as possible on dating apps and then move them over to Snapchat, tell them her fake age, and like get them to meet up. That never happened. She never told me anything. Like, if you check the video, I added her on Snapchat and I sent 3 messages and never got a response back. And so then we kept texting on the dating app.
According to Akash, he only communicated with the decoy through a dating app. Meanwhile, the decoy was also speaking to someone else on Snapchat. That separate conversation allegedly involved a claim about being underage. Akash says the team confused the 2 conversations and failed to properly verify who was who before confronting him on camera. If that's accurate, it suggests they rushed into the confrontation without confirming the details. In the race to create dramatic content, basic checks may have been skipped. Akash described the early moments of the confrontation as surreal. He initially thought it had to be some kind of prank because the accusations sounded so extreme. He said he was in disbelief, struggling to process what was happening as cameras were pointed at him and serious claims were being thrown around.
30 seconds of me exiting my car, there's just like 9 people with like 5 cameras shoved in my face saying the craziest stuff. I had no idea what was going on. I mean, in my head, I was just like, is this a prank? Like, what is going on? In my head, and I think I even said this in the video, like, is this a prank? Because I knew I was completely innocent and I knew that, like, I had done nothing wrong.
That kind of shock can freeze someone. It's not something you can easily prepare for. When you step back and think about being in that position, publicly accused, filmed, pressured, and instantly judged by thousands of strangers, it's overwhelming. Even imagining it is difficult. For Akash, it wasn't imagination. It was real life playing out in front of a live audience. No one should ever have to stand there completely innocent while a group surrounds them, shouting extreme accusations just to capture dramatic footage. That's the part that really sticks. According to Akash, it felt less like a search for truth and more like a performance built for views. After hearing him explain everything and seeing the details that have come out, the legal consequences for Vitaly could be serious. From a legal standpoint, cases involving false public accusations, reputational damage, and financial harm can carry major weight. Many legal experts would likely see strong grounds to at least explore defamation claims. If it reaches court, the evidence around the live stream, the public statements, and the police clearance would all matter. A settlement before trial is also a possibility in situations like this, especially when reputational and financial risk is high.
Aside from right after the apology asking what we were going to do legally, no, he has not reached out.
Some people online might focus on the idea of compensation, saying he could make a bag from it. But that view ignores the emotional and personal impact. No amount of money fully erases the stress, fear, and public humiliation tied to accusations like that. Akash has made it clear that he never asked to be in this spotlight. If given the choice, he would likely prefer that none of this ever happened in the first place. Financial compensation can address damages, but it doesn't rewind time or delete viral clips from the internet. What can help is transparency and awareness, sharing the full context, acknowledging that he was cleared, and holding creators accountable for reckless behavior are the things that shift the narrative. Situations like this raise bigger questions about live stream confrontations, online justice culture, and the responsibility that comes with a large platform. If you've followed this story, drop your thoughts in the comments. Do you think legal action is the next step, or will this end in a private settlement? Like the video if you support fairness and accountability, subscribe to the BeyondFame channel for more updates, share this with someone who needs the full context, and I'll see you in the next one.